I want to improve my fighting skills. Teach me sword fighting.
Right. I'm gonna tell you how to counter parry. If you're taking flurries of blows, you need to knock your opponent's weapon aside. Do this, he's unprotected, so you must attack. It's not easy to do. You need a feel for the right moment to parry and attack. Practice it and it'll help you. But remember, it only works if you're being attacked. And if your opponent tries to parry, you won't get a chance to do it.
I want to make a bet. I think I can beat Brogar in the arena.
I think he'd turn you into paste. But first you'd have to get him to fight you. That's hard enough.
I'll find a way. All right, here's the list Dorgan had.
You're smart. Were you smart enough not to tell anyone else about this list?
I didn't tell anyone.
And it'll stay that way if you know what's good for you.
Hey, I took the liberty of lifting that piece of the sword blade from you.
You thieving bastard. Rob a man when he's down, would you?
You'd have done the same to me, Brogar. Brogar, I challenge you to fight me in the arena.
You ain't worth the walk.
I fought and defeated all your fighters. Will you face me now, or are you a coward?
Show a little respect, little fish. I'll fight you. Maybe that way I can teach you some respect. Hope you're ready for this. Ah! Yeah! Yeah! Stop, will you? You ain't worth it. Not bad. I'm impressed. Stay in my good books and I can make something of a scrapper like you.
I think I can make something of myself.
You get too cocky with people, it'll be a grave you're making for yourself.
Anything else for me to do?
Well, maybe one thing, if you're up to it.
Out with it.
Right. But keep this to yourself. You hearing me? Have you ever collected funds generously donated by those grateful for their security?
Generously donated security funds. You mean protection money.
Shush! Not so bloody loud.
Who are you protecting?
What do you care?
You want me to do this job or not?
Maybe you can succeed where that damn Dorgan failed. Well, all the folks in this camp who ain't fighters, go and tell them their monthly payment is due. Collect it, then bring the gold back to me. Simple.
I'll take the job.
But can I trust you? Could be you're a shifty little fish.
I'll do it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I want it done, and I want it done right.
So about that little job I'm doing for you. What if I run into problems?
It's your job, so it's your problem. I'm owed 200 gold. I don't care how you get it. Squeeze it out of them or find it another way. But don't come back with any less.
Right. Should I collect money from Sam?
No, Sam works for me. Good man. Knows the value of being discreet about his work.
Got it. Who exactly am I meant to be collecting from?
You got a hole in your head? Anyone who isn't one of my boys. Oscar the Smith, the workers, Hawkins, Enrico, Brannan and Dwight, the hunters, Doug and Lewis, and that swamp farmer Robar and his farmhand Obel. And hurry it up.
Please don't disturb me.
Not got better things to do?
I'll need your protection money for this month.
We work, we feed you, we bring you wood, and you still screw us workers for gold.
You have a proverb for every occasion, don't you?
A man without words is like a drum without a stick. Most of the people round here talk rubbish. Might as well say something worth hearing, eh?
Brogar wants his protection money.
Here, take it, and leave me in peace.
Refugees, no money, fresh fish.
Well, they promised reinforcements, didn't they? You see it?
I'm here for Brogar's money.
What? Running Brogar's errands is no way to make friends here. Now they've got you collecting gold.
All right, keep your money for now. We'll stay friends.
You made the right choice there. Just don't expect us friends to be friendly.
I'm here for Brogar's money.
Now they've got you collecting gold.
Whatever you say. Now give me the money.
Here, and I hope a Geiger bites you in the arse.
Everyone has to give their gold to the Don.
If you know what's healthy for you, once a month you have to take the Don his share.
And how much is his share?
You see anyone round here looking wealthy?
Not unless mud is the local currency.
Well, you should see the gold he has in his temple. Hordes of it. Ha! I can see that look in your eye. Fancy a slice, do you? You'll end up in pieces with those thoughts in your head.
There must be some way to see the Don. Something he wants.
If it doesn't glitter, he doesn't give a toss. I wouldn't be surprised if one day he had his wife gold-plated.
Is there something he wants then? Something in gold he doesn't have?
We found a sword pommel. Beautiful bit of work. Supposed to belong to some garrison commander before he pissed off an ogre. You find the blade for that pommel, the Don'd kiss your hairy ass. Fuck it, I would too.
Where can I find this sword blade the Don wants?
If you believe the stories, the ogre dragged the garrison commander off where those temple ruins are. If anyone has found anything there, they're bound to shoot their mouth off. Particularly seeing as those bits of blade will be covered in gold. There's a pisshead called Lewis, reckoned he'd seen something, but he's a sack of shit.
So you want to restore the sword for the Don?
If I can get all the pieces. Can't do jack shit without all the pieces.
What have you got to trade? Here, one beer for some information.
Hey, you got one. Huh. You're beautiful.
I don't have anything to ask at the moment.
That's too bad.
Your protection money is due. Hand it over.
Yeah, here you are. Don't need to get rough.
Brogar wants his money.
Take my gold. Take everything, but leave me alone.
What's the biggest thing you've hunted?
The number of times I've been asked that. I suppose it was one of the rotworms out here. But it doesn't always have to be big to be dangerous.
Brogar sent me to collect the money you owe him.
So, he's got you working for him. Thought you might have a bit more sense. Here, take it. Hope you choke on it.
What are you doing up here?
Hiding.
Look out! Behind you! A rotworm!
What? Where? Has it gone? The sneaky beasts they are. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled.
Doesn't anyone do anything in this camp?
Look, don't get me wrong, I'm a worker. Man of the earth, me. There's nothing fancy about moving soil round, but work is what I do best.
So, what are you hiding from?
Work.
Right.
Don't get me wrong, I'd like to be working, only I can't. You see all these huge insects turned up at the excavation site. I'm not going back to work while they're still there. I like my job, but I'm not going to die for it.
Which fighters are responsible for protecting the excavation site?
Just Ricardo, but I've not seen him there for a while. Don't think he cares much about us workers.
He'll care if the work doesn't get done, and he ends up doing it. I'm here to collect you-know-what, Brannon. Pay up.
Brogar got you collecting now, has he? Okay, I'll pay. But I actually want protecting this time.
You can go back to work. The insects are gone.
Are they really gone?
Gone. Dead. Deceased.
Okay. You seem like the honest type. I'd best be getting back to work then.
I'll have a word with him.
Okay. But don't tell him I told you. He's almost as bad as those creatures.
Aren't you supposed to be protecting the excavation site in the swamp?
I am.
The worker, Brannon. He says he's been waiting forever for you.
I don't care about workers.
I can see why they made you a guard. This lock is too difficult. Hey, you got a smoke?
If I did, why the fuck would I give it to you? Piss off.
Why are you in here?
I think I'll have to study alchemy.
New here, right?
It's that easy to tell.
Ah. Don's boys already got on your nerves, eh? They're just bored. No imagination, you see.
What do you do here?
I tend the Brugelweed here on Robar's farm. It's not the most noble of plants, but it's versatile. You can brew beer with it. You can, should you be of a mind, smoke it as well. The smoke has special properties, if you know what I mean.
What do you know about the Don?
I know enough not to mess with him. We used to be out here all alone, until they swept in and took the place over. But stick to his rules and he's a good man, if a hard taskmaster. Working in the fields isn't easy, but it gets you away from people. Space to think.
Can you sell me some weed or beer?
Surely can. And I have more to sell as well, if you're interested.
Who is Robar?
He's a salt of the earth fellow. He farms this swamp. Well, this field.
What do you have to sell? Give me your protection money.
All right. I really don't want any nastiness.
Huh? That look. You've come for protection money.
I'm here to collect your protection money.
What? Don't tell me you're one of Brogar's henchmen.
Let's say business partner in training.
Well, I'm sure you have your reasons. But if you want protection money, first I need some protection. I've got bog bodies wandering all over my farm. They were over by the waterfall this morning, and I don't call letting bog bodies wander round protection.
Is this your land?
It's me that farms it. Then I use the Brugelweed that grows here to make beer.
What can you tell me about the area around here?
You haven't been here long, have you? Let's see. Well, the boys in the camp all work for Don Esteban. They're collecting everything they can find made of gold. The Don must have a fortune in that temple by now.
Do you work for the Don?
Me? I've been on this farm all my life. One day, these ruins rise up out of the ground, all over the place. Then Don Esteban comes here. At least he keeps these creatures from the temple away.
Where did the gold the Don's collecting come from?
From those temple ruins, the ones that rose from the ground. They say there are treasures there, and creatures.
Could you teach me to make beer?
I suppose, if you have a basic knowledge of alchemy, but it would take you years to learn properly.
What's bruggelweed?
They call it a weed, but it's not. Mostly grows in the swamp or along rivers. But you can find it most anywhere. Looks useless, but you can't get hops out here. Well, not cheap you can't. And this stuff will do the trick.
Is your beer any good?
There were those on the mainland who thought so. Barleyman's export, they called it, till the island was cut off. Every time you think you're getting ahead, life just drags you down. Which reminds me, the camp is waiting for a delivery. I don't suppose you'd be interested in dropping some bottles off for me?
Why does everyone here see a new face and just assume I'll do jobs for them?
'Cause you need people that will owe you favours.
Favours?
You never know when you'll need them. Take these 10 bottles to Rachel, the camp cook. I need 50 gold coins for them, so I can pay my damn protection money.
All right, but one day I'll want to collect that favour.
Of course. Here's the beer. And don't forget, 50 gold pieces.
50. Yeah, I'll remember that. Maybe I could help you gather some bruggelweed.
Well, it would save me some time. All right. But I need deliveries of 10 plants. I'll give you 70 gold coins for every 10 you bring.
I have some bruggelweed for you.
Good job. Here's your gold. I can always use more plants. There are plenty of people who like beer. If you find more, you know the price.
I'll take care of the bog bodies. Then we'll talk about the gold.
Over by the waterfall. Good luck.
Hey, wait for me. Are you fucking crazy? You can run. Fucker!
Hey, I need some help clearing bog bodies from the swamp.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah. You see, I was thinking you could help me.
See, now you're almost sounding perceptive.
So how about you get moving?
I knew you were going to be trouble. Follow me.
We have to keep moving. Follow me. Come on! Huh? That'll teach you.
It's gonna take me a week to get the stink off my sword.
You said you were bored standing guard duty.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
Put that way. I've had it with these monsters. I hope all your kind die.
What was that noise?
You can relax. I dealt with those bog bodies.
Now that is a relief. I knew you weren't all bad. Here, take this as a thank you.
Thanks. But I am still going to need that protection money.
Here, take it. I hope I can get some peace now.
Hello? Hello?
You think the Don is losing control?
He's a complicated man. The Inquisition's takeover of Harbour Town shook him up badly. All we've got is this place, and it's fragile, especially at the moment. I really don't need someone stirring up trouble.
You sound like you need help. What if I help out?
You do that. But, well, if you really want to stick your hand in this beehive, you're welcome to. We can certainly use the help. Everything seems to have ground to a halt. Go to the camp lieutenants and see what sort of problems they're having. That should help you get a picture of what's happening here. Maybe we can root out the source of this rot before it reaches Esteban.
The swamp farmer sent me with 10 bottles of beer.
Ah, I wondered when that was going to arrive. Thank you. That saved me a walk.
Robar wants 50 gold coins for the beer.
That's pricey. Guess even Robar can't afford to be giving away things free at the moment. Here you go. Thanks for doing the legwork.
About your camp. I was told you're short of food. You need more meat?
Finally, someone who wants to do some work. Yes, I need 10 haunches of raw meat. You bring me the meat, and I'll put a little gold your way.
I never say no to gold. Here, 10 haunches of meat, as requested.
Thanks. These are pretty good cuts. Looks like you've got a skill for hunting. Here's your gold.
Hunting doesn't pay that well, then.
Take it or leave it. That's what you're getting, and it's enough to fill your stomach or get you drunk. Your choice.
So who are the lieutenants here?
If you can't find that out yourself, how are you going to help me? Just go and talk to everyone. You'll find them. You'll soon see who's in charge and who thinks they are.
What was that noise?
I'll find the blade the Don wants.
You want to look for it? Be my guest. But you take one piece of that blade for yourself, one bit of glittering gold, I'll hear about it.
I wouldn't dream of it. I now have all the pieces of the sword blade.
I was right. It is a beautiful piece of work. Good job it has me to return some life to it, eh? And you still standing there staring at me? Supposes I owe you some sort of reward? Come back when I've finished the sword. I'll show you what a true craftsman can make. Here, from the ashes comes the phoenix, eh? Fucking beautiful, isn't it?
It's a sword.
A sword? A sword? You see the way the light catches it? The way I blended a fucking sword? You're an arse.
Thanks. It has a good balance. Here you go.
Yeah. The Donny's gonna be one happy man when he claps his peepers on this.
If I wanted the sword, what would it cost me?
What would you want with this? It's for the Don. Now I get you. You want to use this as your way to see him.
How much?
You couldn't afford this.
How much?
All right, 200. There's a lot of effort went into that.
I want to learn metalworking from you.
Maybe it would help to have someone around. But you give me even 2 halfpennies of shit, and you're out.
$200 gold coins. All right, give me the sword.
Who did you steal that pile from? All right, here's the sword. But you make sure you tell the Don who made it, all right?
You're the smith. I want to learn metalworking from you. What have you got to trade?
Hello? Hello?
By the way, Craig is running a betting ring.
He knows Esteban doesn't like that kind of thing. It just ends up with the men arguing. This could be the spark that sets everything off. Go and tell Craig I said to stop it if he knows what's good for him.
Brogar is refusing to help the workers. They're being attacked by the creatures in the swamp.
That sounds like him. Wouldn't want to risk his precious fighters to protect the workers. This is all grist to the mill. Keep an eye on him. There's bound to be more.
More? It doesn't look like anyone is doing their job in this camp. Lewis claims Brogar wants to replace the Don.
Brogar's always been trouble, but since we've been in this swamp, Esteban's absence has really lowered morale. It gets tongues wagging and hands lazy. I wish he could see that. Talk to the men. This could be just the thing to get Esteban going again. Show him how bad things have got. But I'm going to need more proof than the word of a drunken hunter.
Brogar went down. You beat him. You really beat him.
We're all human.
Brogar? Human? Ha! Well, here are your rings. One thing, Brogar won't let this lie.
I know. I want to make a bet. So, anyone else for me to fight?
Nah, no one springs to mind. Surely you've got other things to get on with. People like you usually have.
Did you know Ricardo isn't at his post, at the swamp excavation site?
You telling tales now?
Just being helpful.
Well, unless you've got orders from me, stay out of my business.
So about that little job I'm doing for you. There's no one left to collect from.
Right. So where's my 200 gold coins?
I did the work. I'm keeping the gold.
I knew you were shifty. Think you can get one over on Brogar, eh? Well, you got a big shock coming, little fish, when you least expect it. I've got nothing to say to you.
How can I become one of the Don's men?
Firstly, I need to tell you a couple of things. The Don's a powerful man. Well, he was. Since we've been in this swamp, he's hidden in that temple. Hasn't been out for weeks. His wife Rachel's been trying to run the camp. She's the one you need to impress if you want to meet the Don.
Rachel. Right.
Before you charge up to her, you need to be aware of...
Brogar.
You're learning.
Brogar is a big fish in a small pond.
And those are giant words. So big, I don't think you know what you're saying.
I know some people wouldn't have a problem if he disappeared.
I won't be responsible for what Brogar would do to you.
Let me worry about that.
You should worry. You're serious, aren't you?
What would I have to do to deal with him?
If you work for him, do what he tells you, and listen to everything he says. He'll let things slip. But you do know what you're proposing is dangerous.
I need some better armor.
You won't find it out here. There's only workers' clothes here.
Well, what about your armor? Where did that come from?
Armor for the hunters and fighters comes from the Don. But you won't get close to that if you're not accepted as one of us.
Right, so I've got to join the Don's gang first. All right. Where can I get workers' clothing?
Hawkins is your man. He's one of the Don's lieutenants. He's in charge of the workers.
Why can't I get to talk to the Don himself?
If you can't get Rachel on your side, maybe you could get past the guard at the temple. Maybe.
Sounds like it could be worth a try.
True, but it's a long shot. Rachel might be your best way in.
About Brogar. I heard that Brogar was supposed to take care of the workers.
Brogar takes care of himself. That's nothing new and won't help you much at the moment.
How does Rachel feel about him?
She's soft. Brogar bullies her. And she's like that even though the Don's behind her.
I defeated Brogar in the arena.
I did hear that. That must have been some battle. Now keep the pressure on him. You're getting close to nailing the bugger.
Word has it that Brogar wants to replace the Don.
That much is obvious. There isn't a man in the place who hasn't worked that out. But it's not something anyone says out loud. Words can get you killed.
I could help you.
Helpful sort, aren't you? You better not have landed me in it with Brogar. But then one's trouble is another's ease. Rachel needs this meat, so she'll be happy. Take note, sometimes it's better to take sides and end up in the middle.
Right. They're all back at work. Things should get moving now.
That is good work. That'll keep Beppo and his cronies off my back.
About your camp. The workers had downed tools, but I've got Brannon and Enrico to start work again.
Good. One less worry. Here, take this. You'll need it.
By the way, Brogar is forcing Sam to work for him instead of hunting. He's sawing wood for Brogar's fire. That's why you've not been getting the meat you need.
Damn, Brogar. I thought he was trying to undermine Esteban. He'd be nothing without the Don, and now I need that meat.
What do you want to do about it?
Me? You do what you can. There'll be a full-on rebellion if stomachs go empty. If you want to help out, get me meat and get Sam back out hunting.
Brogar has ordered me to collect protection money for him.
What? Really? And who are you supposed to collect it from?
From all the men here who aren't one of his fighters.
He's really gone too far this time. How long has he been getting money from them?
No idea.
All right, just play along. Collect the gold and find out who's not paying so willingly. Then we might be able to put a nail in Brogar's coffin. He's not taking over this camp. Not while I live.
I certainly wouldn't want to see him with any real power. I collected all the money for Brogar. Now what?
If my husband learns about this, he'll have Brogar killed on the spot. Then he'll give me hell for not keeping an eye on things. Perhaps, if you go to Brogar and tell him what you know, threaten to pass it on to Esteban, maybe he might buckle. That would help keep things calm here for a while at least.
Well, I'll try talking to him. Why are you making Sam saw wood for you?
What business is it of yours, little fish?
You've had some firewood, now let him get back to hunting.
And if I don't get wood for my fire, I'll be pissed off. You're pissing into the wind if you wait for Rachel to organise anything. You want something here, you have to take it.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand that. I'm thinking maybe I should tell the Don what I know, Brogar.
About what? My protective, supportive funds? You think he'd believe a little fish like you over me?
We'll see, shall we?
Look, let's not get into a fight over this. I ain't forgotten the last one. I'll quieten things down, okay? Just don't think you can keep pissing me off.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Right. Good. Glad we got that clear.
Let Sam go hunting.
Okay, okay. Aren't you the soft-hearted one? Not now.
About your hunting. I met a hunter called Jan. You haven't mentioned him.
He got himself posted as a guard on the road to Harbour Town. We never see him back here these days. That's another hunter less feeding the camp.
What can you tell me about your hunters?
Well, there's Lewis. Haven't seen him for days. I expect he's under a rock in the swamp. Not even the swamp flies bother him when he's had a skinful. Doug should also be in the swamp. He should be hunting. I haven't seen him for days either. And of course you know what delightful tasks I have to do.
Doug has been successful. He's given me some meat for the camp.
We needed that. You better take it to Rachel if you haven't given it to her already.
Both your hunters are back out doing their job.
Are they? You work fast.
Your team's not the best I've seen.
You take what you find. They're what I found.
Lewis isn't going to stop drinking anytime soon.
I know. But when he's sober, or even when he's half cut, he's a damn good hunter.
You can stop worrying about Brogar. I've dealt with him.
You're quite something. With him gone, I just hope the Don will find his old self again. But that's me talking about us, and I get the sense you've already outgrown us. You've got a spirit of adventure. This swamp isn't going to be good enough for you. Well, guess I better get back to my own work, eh? Good luck with wherever you go.